Hi there, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manually create an order on the Bumper web app. Now, note that you can create unlimited orders. You can record and track all your orders on Bumper from wherever you sell. And creating and tracking your orders helps you organize all the information about your orders. You're able to know what has been sold, what has been shipped out, what has been paid for, just all the information that you cannot keep in your head or in a book. Keeping or recording your orders on the Bumper web app helps you keep all this information safe, and you can see how your business or how your sales are performing at a glance. So now to create an order, you just come to this button here that says create order on the orders dashboard. You click on it, and then you have the create order page where you then fill out the information about the order. So to start with, you select the customer. You can select a customer if you want to search for a customer name. If it's a returning customer, you can just search for their name here. So for example, let's try Petra. And exactly, so you can see all the Petras that have bought from you before. Also, you can add a customer. If it's a new customer, you just want to quickly add their information. You just click on this add customer button and fill out their information. So for example, we have a new customer called Dami, and the surname is Fresh. So now we have their email address. So let's say dami@gmail.com. But make sure that they give you a valid email address, and then you also add their phone number. Let's just use this as an example. If you want to add their Instagram handle, for example, so let's say at Dami, you just want to have that information, you can add it here. If you want to add some notes about this customer, so for example, they like the color blue and they only order at the end of the month. So just some information to help you, personalize your orders or your sales or stuff about, this particular customer. You can just add it here. Next is to add their shipping address and all that information. And once you are done, you click on save and that customer's information has automatically been added. So now let's actually just use the new customer that we added. But here you can easily see all your customers and pick which one you want to add. And at any point in time, you can also edit their information by clicking on that edit button right there. So once we've selected the customer, you click on continue and their information is here. You can see that immediately. Next is to choose the currency that they paid in. So we're going with Naira here. And then the next thing is to choose where they bought from. So you have all of these options that you can choose from wherever you sell. So if it was a physical sale, like it was in your store, you can choose physical sale. If it was on social media, say Instagram that they bought from, you can also select basically anything from here. And the reason why this is important is because it also helps you now see how your sales channels are performing. So you can see where the most orders are coming from. So let's just go with Instagram for this video. The next thing is to select the date that the order was made. So let's go with 20th. Next is to select the product. Now, as you can see here, we have multiple options of product types that you can select. So if you click on select product, you have all the products that you have in stock, and you can just select one. So if, for example, we click on this, we have multiple variations. So we can say that, this dummy customer bought the purple, I think. So we just add that. Also, you can do the product bundle. If the person bought a product bundle, you can just select from your bundles whatever they bought and add that. So this particular bundle has variations. So let's just select all that information here and then click on save. And finally, one other thing I wanted to point out here is the gift box option. So your customers can also buy gift boxes. So things like wrapping, extra wrapping paper, gift box. If, for example, they're making this order for another person and they want it wrapped and delivered to the person, they can pay for wrapping here. So once you click on select gift box, if the customer paid for it, you will see all your gift box options and you can just pick the one that they paid for and add it. Now, this add new button here allows you to create a new product right inside this. If it's a product that you've not had time to add to your inventory, you can just quickly add it here. Same as the gift box as well. And then finally, you have the total. If, for example, you have a discount for them at this point in time, you can just add the discount here. So if, for example, you are giving 50K off because you're very generous, you can just add that and it is immediately discounted. So the next thing is to select the shipping method. So you have your saved shipping methods that you set up when you were setting up your store. And we also have automated shipping that allows you to choose from multiple shipping options for the customer. And then once you're done, so for this video, let's just go with saved shipping methods. And I'm just going to pick Ali Mosho. And I've added that. Then here is the payment status of this order. So if the customer has completely paid for this order, then you choose paid. If they haven't paid yet any amount at all, you select unpaid. But if they have paid like half or they've dropped a deposit or something and there's a partial payment left, you can select partially paid, right? So let's just go with unpaid for this one. And then finally, you can add whatever additional notes that you want to add about this order. And then once you're done, you click on create. And that's it. And then you can see all of this information about the order. You can see the order number here. You can see that this order is open. So it has just been created and you've not processed it, you've shipped it out, you've not done anything yet, and it's still showing unfulfilled. And with this unpaid here, you can easily create or download rather an invoice and send to the customer. So you can choose to download the invoice as a PDF or send it to their email address. So you have all of this information now. You can see all the products that the customer has bought and everything like that. Now for this part, oh yes, you can share the order. You can share the order by clicking on this link here. So once you click on it, the link has automatically been copied and you just paste it in the customer's DM or something. And once they click on it, they can make a payment through the link. You can also cancel the order because right now this is an open order that has not been paid for. And finally, you can always edit the order or delete the order. Then here you have the record payment option and the request payment feature. So if you click on the request payment feature, it sends an SMS to the customer with the payment link saying, oh, hey, complete your order, pay for the order and all that. And once they click on the link in the SMS, they're immediately taken to the checkout page and they can pay for the order. Now for the record payment option, this is for when you want to change, say for example, the person has paid for the order. So let's say they paid through your account and they've paid this amount, which is, I think, the total. Let's quickly confirm that. Exactly. So that's the total. So if they've paid this total, then you can just click on save here and you'll notice that the status of payment has changed to paid. And you also notice that the order is now processing and the payment status here has changed to paid as well. Now onto shipping. So for this action button here, if you click on it, there's a drop down that says book pickup. So you can basically book a pickup date for the customer as well. And finally, you can also download the shipping slip for this order. And then lastly, once okay, let's put it this way. So you can choose this option if the order has been shipped, and once it has been delivered, you can come back here to select delivered. And what this does is that it sends automated emails to the customer letting them know the status of their order. So if the order has been shipped, they get an email saying that your order is on the way. If it has been delivered, they get an email saying your order has been delivered, and like that and like that. So if we select awaiting shipping, the status updates will change. Exactly. And then you can see here that it is now awaiting shipping. And when you're ready for it to be shipped, you just come here and select shipped. And it says that it will notify the customer via email that the item has been shipped. And then finally, when it has been delivered, you just come here and you confirm this. And this also helps make your order information extremely tidy and extremely organized. So you're not missing any orders, or you're not forgetting orders that have not been shipped, and you're not disappointing your customers. And finally, this option here is in case the order was returned. And basically that's it. You've created an order, you've manually added an order to your Bumper web app. And once you are done, you will see your order here, and you see your notification here saying that you have a new order. And that's pretty much it. See you in the next video.